Hi, so we are continuing our studies on differential equations, and so we are still at the point where we try to find a differential equation for a given family of curves. Okay, so in this problem, what we have here is given the family y equals c1 e to the 2x plus c2 e to the negative 2x. We want to find the differential equation that has this as a solution. Okay, all right, so the trick here is that you count the number of constants you have in the problem. We have two constants, 1, 2. So it means we need to get a second order differential equation. Okay. What we do is take the derivative of the both side. Okay, so you take dy dx is equal to 2c1 e to the 2x minus 2c2 e to the negative 2x. Okay, so that's the derivative of that. I'm pretty much sure you are good and familiar with how to find the derivative of some functions, especially exponential function. Okay, now I take the second derivative. D squared y dx squared is equal to 4c1 e to the 2x plus 4c2 e to the negative 2x. Okay, we said we name these as equations. Okay, the target here that we want to do is to be able to eliminate the constant c1 and c2. Okay, so whatever thing we can do to both three equations to eliminate the constants is what we want to do here. Now from 3, what we can say is that d squared y dx squared is equal to, now I'm going to pull out a factor 4, and I will get c1 e to the 2x plus c2 e to the negative 2x. Now if you look at this expression, what do you have? That expression is actually equal to y from equation 1. The whole of that side is equal to y, so y is equal to that point, that expression. So it means I can replace that whole expression by y. So I'm going to have d squared y ds squared is equal to 4 times y from equation 1, right? And that gives us the differential equation, because once we're able to get an equation that do not have any of the constants in there, we are done. Okay, so it means the differential equation that of this family of curves is actually y prime prime is equal to 4y, or d squared y ds squared equal to 4y, or you can say y prime prime minus 4y is equal to 0. And that is your differential equation, right? In some other representations, you can say d squared y dx squared minus 4y is equal to 0, right? So the next problem here in this series or this kind of video is to find a differential equation of the family that, okay, here we have only one constant, and so what we are supposed to do or get here is a first order differential equation. Okay, so first, what can we do? We can take the derivative straight away, okay, and say that the derivative of both sides, okay, the derivative of both sides dy dx is equal to 2 into x plus c, right? I hope you know how to take the derivative of these kind of functions. So I use chain rule here, where I take the derivative of the inside to get 1, bring 2 in front, subtract 1 from the power. Okay, so you can watch my other videos on derivatives as well. So having this, what we can do is to try to manipulate using these two equations, right? Manipulate and get c out of it. Okay, because both of these two equations contain c, so we need to do something to take c out of it. Now what we can do is to, from 1, if I take the square root of both sides, I'm going to say that y to the 1/2 power, which is the square root of y, is equal to x plus c, right? And I can say this is 3, this is equation 3. Now from equation 3, x plus c here is equal to y to the 1/2 power, so I can place that into 2. Okay, so it means dy dx from 2 and 3 can be equal to 2 times y to the 1/2 power. Actually it's supposed to be plus or minus actually. Okay, and then the reason is that plus or minus 2y to the 1/2 power. The reason is that if I take the square root of y, I'm going to get a positive or negative something. Okay, because if I square the positive square root of y, that is, if I do this positive square root of y and I square it, I'm going to get y. Okay, if I do square the negative square root of y, I'm going to get y. So that is why I have plus or minus square root of y. So the other thing we are done actually, but the other thing we can do to make sure we don't end up with plus or minus is to square both sides of this equation, this final equation. Okay, if I square both sides, I'm going to have dy dx everything squared is equal to 4y, and that is the solution to this problem. Okay, that is actually the differential equation of this given family. I hope you understood the whole process. Let's go to the next and last one. So we have this again. This is also a given family that want to find a differential equation that has this as a family of curve. Okay, if you look at this very carefully, the constant that we have here is one constant, which is c. So again, we expect to have a first order derivative, so a first order differential equation. Remember, in the previous one, this is a first order differential equation with degree 2. The highest derivative here is just the first derivative, but a degree, that is the power of the highest derivative, is 2, right? Now in this, I do the same thing. I'm going to call this equation 1, take the derivative of equation 1, or differentiate equation 1 to get dy dx is equal to, now if I use quotient rule, which I'm not going to go through the whole process, but like I said, I hope you will be able to do derivative straight away using quotient rule and then some algebra. Okay, so the quotient rule, what does it say? It says take the derivative of the top here and then multiply that by this, and then you do the other way. Okay, then minus, you take the derivative of this guy, multiply by that, and then that will be your new numerator, and then you square the denominator. I don't know if you remember that formula of u prime v minus uv prime over v squared. Okay, where your original function was u over v. So if you are differentiating something like this, you use this formula. Okay, when you do that and use algebra, or you try to find or simplify it, you're gonna have 4c e to the 2x over 1 plus c e to the 2x squared. Okay, so that's what you get. And if you look at it very carefully, I'm going to do something here. If I square y, right, so let me call this equation 2. From 1, y squared is equal to what? It's going to be 4c squared e to the 4x, okay, divided by 1 plus c e to the 2x squared, which in other words, this is the same thing as 4 let's see, I'm trying to get something here. So let's call this equation 3, right? We know this, right? So I want to make sure I rewrite this guy in terms of y squared, the whole of the right side of equation 2 in terms of y squared, right? So what I'm going to do is this. If I multiply y squared, so this is what I'm going to do with equation 3. If I do multiply y squared, which is, so y squared times e to the negative 2x over c. What would that give me? So if I divide this whole thing by c, the c, if I put c here, I'm going to get one c goes and this other thing will go, right? So I'll have one c, so I'm going to have 4c, and then e to the 4x times e to the negative 2x, right? That's going to give me e to the 2x. So I'm going to have e to the 2x and over 1 plus c e to the 2x squared. So what does it mean? It means that this dy dx, which is equal to this guy, is actually equal to y squared times e to the negative 2x over c, right? So I'm going to say that this guy dy dx is equal to y squared times e to the negative 2x over c. Let me keep this as equation 4. Now from equation 1, that's the main problem. We're saying y is equal to 2c e to the negative, e to the 2x over 1 plus c e to the 2x. Now if you rearrange things, you're going to have y, if I do away with a fraction, I'm going to have y times 1 plus c e to the 2x is equal to 2c e to the 2x. What I did was multiply each side of the equation by the common denominator, that this, right? And I'll have that. Now if I do expand the left side, I'm going to have y plus yc e to the 2x is equal to 2c e to the 2x, right? Now if I group like terms, I want to make sure I solve for c in this equation, and I'm going to have c to be equal to because if we want, we can actually do this straight away. We can say that this is y is equal to 2c, right? Let's see, y is equal to 2c e to the 2x minus yc e to the 2x. Okay, so what do we have? We have y over 2 minus y e to the 2x is equal to c. That is for c, right? So what I'm going to do is in equation 4, I'm going to replace c by that. Okay, I'm going to put c equals this actual thing, this whole expression, y over 2 minus y. Okay, and that is the last final part of this. So dy dx is equal to y squared times e to the negative 2x divided by c, which is y over 2 minus y e to the 2x. So in other words, if I'm doing division by a fraction, this is equal to y squared times e to the negative 2x times 2 minus y e to the 2x over y. Okay, and if I multiply these guys, e to the negative 2x and e to the 2x, I get 1, right? Because I'm going to sum the powers, which will give me 0, and any non-zero number to the power 0 is actually 1. Okay, and then this guy will take one of these. So in effect, we have our simple differential equation to be y times 2 minus y as what we are looking for, which is a first order differential equation, right? Just that this is non-linear, but that's fine. Okay, so that is what we have for today. In our next lesson, I'll still talk about these type of problems where we find the differential equation for a given family, but this time around it's not going to it's not going to be given to us. Okay, so in these problems or these kind of problems that we're solving, the equation was given, the family curve was given, but the problem I'm talking about is going to be problems like these. Find a differential equation of the family of circles centered at the origin. So those kind of problems, you don't have the equation, you are supposed to set up your equation and solve it. All right, see you in our next lesson.